What is going on, guys? How are we all doing? Woohoo! So, today we are going to be taking a little look at this little fella here. This is the Dovpo Mvv2. It is a dual 18650 mod. It is variable voltage instead of variable wattage, and it's got a potentiometer, and it hasn't got a screen. Beautiful little piece of kit. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump it down to the table. We're going to go through the packaging, the actual device, everything that's included with the device, how it all works. Then we're going to come up to the top and I'm going to tell you my pros and cons on this device and how it actually works in day-to-day life. So, without further ado, I'll see you all on the table and I'll be back up here in just a little minute. So, welcome to the table camera section of the Dovpo Mvv2. I have a very quick look around the packaging. Got Dovpo on the top, got Mvv at the bottom, got a number 2 on the bottom, and you've got a number 2 on the side there. And on the back you've got a couple of the details, which is pretty much the same as every other box. Got that, we've got the actual mod itself, which we shall have a look through in just a little second. And you get a USB Type-C cable in there and a couple of little books on the back, which is once again pretty standard. Move that to one side. So, the Dovpo Mvv2. We'll go through a couple of little specifications on this. It is 91mm tall, it is 53mm wide and 27mm deep. It's a PC and zinc alloy. I'm not too sure what PC is. I'm guessing plastic. I don't know, maybe plastic. It's got a spring-loaded 510 gold-plated connection up on the top there, which is center-mounted, which I do really always like to see. The resistance, you can put anything from 0.08 right up to 3.5 ohms. It's got an operating voltage of 6.4 to 8.4 volts. It's got an output voltage of 1 volt to 8 volts. Low voltage protection, overheating protection. It's got overtime vaping warning. It's got a battery reversal protection, multi-purposes. I'm not too sure what that point really means. And it is a dual 18650 device. So, on the top we've got a little silver deck with a gold plated 510 in there. A little bit of a 510 thread that's on the side. On one side you've got this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous little bit of plastic, to be fair. Nice little pattern. It is quite unique, quite original, and I got this one because on my version I'm running the gunmetal blotto on it, and like, just look how well they work together. Need some more juice in this, but we'll come back to that in just a little second. So, they look like these are removable panels. They're not removable panels. This one side is just your battery door, and you don't have nothing in there. Don't have it, the other side doesn't come off. So you've got this little kind of Shogun Japanese warrior, little bit of a demon face, eating a dragon because he's hard as hell. On the bottom you've got a couple of little spots just to stop the bottom of your mod actually getting scratched. On the side you've got open, and that's where you open it, obviously. On that side you've got your button, which is a nice clicky, well placed button. It's just perfectly placed in my opinion. You've got your little LED indicator just on here, and you've got your potentiometer just on here. And if you have a little close look at this, and it's got 5 little sections on there just to try and get a feel of how you like it the most. The inside of there, you've got nothing on the inside of the panel. You've got a Dovpo marking just on there. USB Type-C charging port, got a couple of screws. You've got your battery orientation quite clearly marked, but as always I would have liked to have seen these in pink or like yellow or something that properly stands out, because you know there's a lot of people. And you've got this and you've got this tab in the middle just to make it a little bit easier getting your batteries in and out. I'll pop a couple of batteries in here. And wrap that round. That other one in there. now your mod is active. If you've got an issue with your atomizer, you're going to get that. Obviously there's no atomizer screwed onto this, but if you do have an issue with your atomizer, it's going to flash green at you. This is a LED battery indicating system. When it's mostly charged, it's green. It's just your basic kind of traffic light system. Green, orange and red, then cuts off. But yeah, that's pretty much everything to do with the Dovpo Mvv2. Really helps if I close that back in. These are a little bit of a pain, to be fair. I don't like them when they're centre mounted, the little thread thing. I do prefer it when it's to one side. I know I'm very nitpicking on that, but you know. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I can show you on this mod. So it's time to go up to FaceTime and I'll tell you my thoughts and my pros and cons with this device and what it's actually like to use in everyday life. So, see you in just a little second, guys. So, hope you all enjoyed that. So before I went through the specs, I'm going to start doing the specs on the table camera section, as you've just seen, because, you know, it makes a bit more sense while we're up close and personal with it. But yeah, overall, fit and finish of this, I really like it. It is slightly a little bit too lightweight for me, I must say. It is a little bit too lightweight, but even though something as boxy as what this is, it's still really comfortable to hold. Yeah, you've got a couple of little cutouts and stuff like that on it, which makes it a little bit more ergonomic. I like to hold it a little bit like that. My little finger sitting underneath, like a little trigger. Don't know if that's how to sound, but that's how I like to do it, and I do find it to be quite comfortable. The fire button, the overall look on it is brilliant. I really, really like it. I've got the Devil Samurai one, so there's quite a couple of different versions you can choose from on the internet. And the fire button is brilliant. There's no rattle. It's got a nice clickiness. Do you know what I mean? I've just turned my mod off. There it is. Got it back on. But yeah, it's got a real nice clickiness. You know when you've pressed it, and it's boss. It's absolutely boss, to be honest with you. I proper like the button for the simplicity. What I do think could look nice on it, which I've only just thought of this now, there's a little ring around the button. I'm not too sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. A ring around the button, that'd be nice to be painted in like red and grey or something, and maybe a couple of little more accents on the front, because the panels are really nice. But like the body of it's a little bit plain. It'd be nice if the pattern's carried on a little bit, considering that the actual panels aren't removable on this, so it's not going to mismatch when you change your panels, because you're not going to be able to change your panels with it. So that's a little thought to consider, which is, yeah. The LED on this is really nice. It's really simple. It tells you everything that you need to know. Everything that you need to know. Just a simple traffic light system. Green when you're good to go. Orange when it's like, oh, be careful, your batteries have just dropped a little bit. And then on red, it's sound. I've had this mod for like 3 weeks, and I get a full day, a day and a half out of each set of batteries with it. And like when it goes on to red, it still goes. You'd not notice like no drop off it really at all, apart from when it's about to die, which I've never actually let it die completely. So that's pretty sad. The potentiometer on it is really nice. I really like the way it works. I've never actually owned a mod that's got a potentiometer on it before, but the way I've figured it out, and if you've never had a potentiometer mod before, start it off between the 1 and 2, depending on the build that you've gone. Just start it off between the 1 and 2, somewhere around there, about the halfway point maybe, and just ease the actual potentiometer up. If you've got fingernails, you can use your fingernails. If you haven't got fingernails, like I don't, you'll have to use a screwdriver or a set of like tweezers or something like that. Just fits in there, or a butter knife. A butter knife will work, and just ease it up and just find the position that's generally comfortable for you, and you'll have a great time with this mod. You really will. So, inside the mod, the battery tray is really nice. It's nice and clear cut. You've got your battery markers marked inside there for your polarities, but as always, as I've always said, I would like to see them highlighted in like a different colour or something like that, just so they stand out. Because it's just a bit of a pain more than anything, because like you're not really going to cause much damage to anything because of the amount of protection inside these things, but it's just a pain. Mark them clearly, man, do you know what I mean? Got a USB-C on there. It works as a charging port, even though I wouldn't really recommend it, but if you're stuck in a tight situation and you need to charge up your batteries a little bit to get yourself home from work or whatever, it's not the worst thing to do, especially with that USB-C in there rather than the standard micro USB. The little tab is a little bit of a pain. I do like to see the tabs mounted on one side rather than the middle, because like you do the whole crossy over thing and then a bit of it always sticks out, and it's just a bit annoying. This is a personal gripe. I'm lazy, do you know what I mean? The battery door is really nice. There's no rattle off that whatsoever. I've dropped this mod a couple of times. It's never popped off. Batteries have not went everywhere. Magnets are really quite strong in that, so big up to that. So yeah. So pros and cons on this. Massive pro number one, it's made by Dovpo. I fucking love Dovpo, like I really do. Everything that I've tried from them has been absolutely spot on. Minus this one mod, which we won't go into. Yeah, we will. Minus this one mod, and the Dovpo nickel, I thought that was very average. I thought there was nothing special about that whatsoever. But you know, that's for another video maybe. If you want to see that, I'll put that up. Let us know in the comments. I really like the simplicity of it. I really like how it's just find your voltage that you want to work, press your button and go. You've got no screens, you've got no nothing. You can't throw it in your pocket. Well, you can throw it in your pocket and then you're not going to take a pull on it, and it's not going to rip the back of your throat out because somehow your pocket has knocked it up to 300 watts because you forgot to put your lock on. You don't have to worry about any of that. So it's like the simplicity of it is brilliant. It really, really is nice. I really like, obviously these panels aren't going to be for everyone, like, and the looks of them, it's not going to be for everyone, but what I really do like about it, I love them by the way, but what I really do like about it is how it's different from pretty much every other mod that's been released this year. In terms of like, it's not flashy, it's not overly simple, it's got like a real nice bit of pattern, a real nice bit of detail put into it, but it's not like all singing or dancing. Like, you know, if this was made by Smoch, it'd have LEDs in its teeth, it'd have LEDs in its eyes and everything like that. It's just dead simple. It's a piece of piss, man. It really, really is. As I said before, I've had this mod like 3 weeks now. Yeah, 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks. 3 weeks I've had it since we had the Liverpool Tattoo Convention. I got it like 2 days before that. So yeah, 3 weeks, and I've had zero issues with it. I've had nothing whatsoever. I know it's still early days between man and this mod's relationship, but like, there's been nothing. I love it. I really, really do love it. Now, for the hard part for me is the cons, and that's been a real hard thing to find out, to be honest with you, because I really, really, really love this mod. It's absolutely flawless, to be honest with you. But the only real things that I can find is that it's a little bit too light. Like, I've got the Blotto sat on top of it, and that is a fairly heavy tank. But like, the mod is really, really, really light, and I've had this and I've had a couple of different drippers and that on it, but it always seems to be slightly too top heavy. Only slightly. It's not fell over or anything like that because it's not too top heavy, but a little bit more weight. Just put like a little bit of a weight in the bottom so it just sits solid. Do you know what I mean? That's a slight con. Do you know what I mean? It might be absolutely perfect for someone, but for me it's a bit of a slight con. And I'm not a fan of the fact that the panels aren't removable. You can't swap them out. I really like this. I really like the one that I've got, and I really like the Guns N' Roses one, not the Guns N' Roses one. Yeah, the Skull and Roses, and there's like a series of Japanese ones which are like white panels with like loads of traditional Japanese artwork, and they're all gorgeous, to be honest with you. But it would be nice to have swappable panels so you can have, I don't know, one picture on one side, one on the other. Not that I would ever do it, to be honest with you, but some people like that kind of stuff, and I'm really scraping against the battle here, I'm really scraping against the battle looking for cons for this kit, so yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. But yeah, that's pretty much everything with this mod that I can find. One final thing. I've got a 0.3 ohm coil in there. And I'll knock this up and see what I can do just for shits and giggles. And see. Higher the potentiometer up to like fucking that mark, like 4 out of 5. And see how much it rips me throat out. It's warm. It is warm. It's not too bad. Throw a little bit more liquid just down the middle just to lube up the coil, and I've turned it up all the way to the top. Little juice that I'm working on, new for the vape punks range, which, oof! By the way, speaking of vape punks, if you want to go and buy some vape punks, head over to the vapory.shop and get yourself some for 12 quid. Get yourself some for 12 quid or 2 for £20, which is an absolute steal. Enough of that. Do you know what I mean? Vape punks is the one, though. I must say, vape punks is the one. But yeah, I've got the potentiometer turned all the way up to the top. Fuck. Right, I like a warm vape, like, but fucking hell. That feels like it's hitting around the 200. Fucking hell. That feels like it's hitting around the 200, 235 watt mark. 230 watt mark. It is hot as Satan. What? Yeah. But yeah. Thank you. Fucking hell. Lower that back down to a sensible temperature. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. It means the absolute world to us. My name is Bobo. We've been the Vapey. This has been the Dovpo Mvv2. What a beauty. What a beautiful little beauty. So yeah, that's pretty much all from me. If you like the video, give us a little like. If you've had a go with this mod, leave a little comment below. And if you fancy sharing it, share it. I've also now got a group on Facebook. I've had it for a while, but I'm only just started using it today. It is #VapePunks. Go and get yourself involved. Come and become a part of this. I've got 700 subscribers now, and I will be doing a giveaway. I'll probably be recording it later on. I'll record it tomorrow in the shop actually and get it up there. Gonna give away some vape punks as a celebration of the 700 subscribers which I hit at Expo. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, every single one of you. Thanks for all your support, guys. It means the world, and I'll see you all in the next video. #VapePunks. But yeah. And the fire button is brilliant. There's no rattle. It's got a nice clickiness. Do you know what I mean? I've just turned my mod off.